I hope you enjoyed watching that speed build. Now we're moving on to the review. Now, this is a fun set. As you can see, you've got a couple of options when you finish the castle. You can put it just like this. You can have it spread out with the kind of the wings open. You can, if you wanted to, close it up, and it's a much smaller fortress, but it's definitely one of the key features for the set. One of the nice things about this set coming out in 1984 was that it has, I think, a really nice selection of minifigs. It comes with 6 different minifigs. It comes with 2 archers that each have the Black Falcon insignia on their torso, has the bow with the quiver on the back, and they come with the chin strap helmets and black pants. It also comes with 2 of these spearmen right here, again with the Black Falcon's torso, and each of the spearmen comes with a shield. One with a yellow Black Falcon shield and the other one with a blue Black Falcon shield. And one of the more important parts to the minifigs, of course, is the knights. So you can see here we've got 2 different knights, each of which comes equipped with a horse, a saddle with the 1 clip on it. They come with a shield, and they come with a lance with flags. One of the knights has the green and white flag combination, the other one has just green. One of the nice things I like about this set is that it comes with the back armor that we've talked about in other reviews. So you've got that on this one right here. But another nice thing about it is this plume right here. You've got a black plume that came with this set. It's one of the rare sets, one of the few sets really that uses the black plume. So that's a rare piece in this set. One of the other nice things about this set is that it comes with a ton of regular bricks. Now, if you like light gray, this of course is your kind of set. It comes with over 50 1x1 bricks and over 50 1x2 bricks. And part of the reason for that is that they didn't have a lot of other pieces back in 1984 when the set came out. You'll notice that from some of the other reviews that we've done of these castle sets, they don't have a lot of options in terms of modified bricks and different modified slopes and whatnot. They really had kind of the basic element of bricks with them. But you'll notice they do a couple of interesting things in this set to try to break things up. First, they use these inverted slopes right here, and these the double inverted slopes on these towers to give them a little bit more perspective and a little wider berth. Now, these black double inverted slopes are not super rare, but this set comes with, I think, 12 of them, and that is actually, I think, the most number of those pieces that come in any set. The towers are each equipped with a shield. You can see that when I move the castle this way. So that's another nice element to the minifigs and accessories. It has them kind of sprinkled throughout. One of the defining features of the set also is the red brickwork here on the front of the castle. Now, you may have noticed from our episode of what makes this set great with the Black Falcon's Fortress that has the yellow Tudor-style window. The Black Falcon sets oftentimes had a little bit of color sprinkled in, which is unique compared to other castle sets. Oftentimes they were basically gray or predominantly black. By sprinkling in this red, you can see that they've got a nice mix of color in there, and it really provided you with some good red pieces, including, you can't really see them here, but 1x3 arches in red. In fact, until 2018 and the release of the Lego Movie and the Lego Movie 2 and the Unikitty sets, this was the only set that came with these 1x3 red arches. You'll also notice the 1x2x8 arch in red here, and that came in a few other sets, but it was still a pretty rare piece. So they do a nice job of including some of those. Now, in terms of play features, this set doesn't have a ton of them, other than you've got kind of the castle and the knights and the drawbridge, which I don't have the string for, but you can kind of roll it up using this winch piece in red right here. It does come with a jail cell, and it's kind of tucked in the corner over here that is perfectly makes perfect sense. And it has these little ladders on the side as well, so you can climb up from the main part of the battlement to the top part right here. So a little bit of playability there. Now, one of the things, of course, lacking in this set, and it's lacking in the Black Falcon's Fortress and some other sets, is, of course, some way to get from the ground up to the battlements. There's no staircase. Only a couple of sets actually in that era came with staircases, and so it's kind of interesting that they would have a little staircase here, but not really think about the staircase to get up to the battlements or even the top of the towers themselves. Now, that's probably just reality of the size of the castle. One of the things that's important to understand is this set is relatively, it's a medium-sized set, I'll say, and it was the second fiddle to the 1984 King's Castle. That set was much larger. It had 650 pieces. It had a bigger footprint, had a staircase going up to the battlements, but it was just, I think, a little bit better developed as a more comprehensive castle. But that's fine. This set is really good for what it is, and again, comes with a great number of pieces, basic building pieces. Now, I also note that this is a great source for these wall panels here. We talked a little bit about that with the Black Falcon's Fortress, but this set came with the second most number of these 1x5 wall panels for castle sets, or whatever you want to do. If you're maybe building something on your own and you want to provide some support for plates or something like that. They do a good job of taking up space and providing support. So this comes with the second highest number of these panels in gray. Some of the drawbacks to this set, first and foremost, I would say the lack of just accessibility with the staircases and things like that. But one of the things I always find confusing, and if you're a Lego Castle historian, comment below on why you think this might be the case, but we've got these green and white flags, whereas the Black Falcons are blue and black with a little bit of white. In fact, when you get to the Black Falcon's Fortress in 1986, it has that Black Falcon's insignia flag, which is in blue, white, and black. And in fact, in 1987 with the battering ram set, which you may recall that we did a speed build and review earlier, it had blue and white flags. Maybe there weren't blue flags in production at the time. Maybe that was the reason. But I know blue flags at least came out shortly thereafter or within the next couple of years. So that's one thing that puzzles me. Again, you've got blue and yellow shields, green and white flags. So one of the interesting things about this is this set was built on these regular plates, and we've built and reviewed some of those sets. But not all of the castle sets from the era came on these regular plates. They came on the base plates, and the base plates are just a little bit thinner than these regular plates, which makes it hard to combine them. You kind of lift the base plate and the whole castle structure up a little bit by trying to connect them with the Technic pins that come here in the back. So we are in the process, as you've noticed if you've watched some of our reviews, of building the sets that are put on the plates. We're going to be putting them together in one massive 1980s era Lego modular castle. That's going to be in a later video when we finish building and reviewing all of those sets. We have one more to go. Overall, I think this is a good set. It's one that I didn't have. In fact, I didn't even know this set existed until about 15 years ago, and I saw it and I thought it was pretty neat. I wanted to try to get all the pieces for it. I was able to do that and able to put it together here, review it for you. I hope you found it informative, and I'm curious to know what you think of these old school castle sets. Do they really stand up to the test of time? I know this year we've got the Lego Creator 3-in-1 castle that's coming out. That's kind of harkening back to the Black Falcon's era. They came out with the Medieval Blacksmith, which is a very detailed set, many more pieces than are found in a set like this. But, castles in Lego didn't change even up through 2007 when they 2007 and a little bit later with the Kingdom sets, didn't change the concept of the castle build using window panels. Now these use again the 1x5s, the more recent castles use I think 1x4 panels, but the architecture of Lego castles hasn't changed all that much, and this was one of the sets that helped set that tone. Overall, this was an important set for kicking off the new era of Lego Castle back in the 1980s. This provided a sparring faction for the Lion Knights that came out with the King's Castle, and it helped set the architecture for Lego castles for the era. I think it also gave birth to the most beloved faction in the Black Falcons. This was the first one to have them, so that's an important historical footnote as well. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this speed build and review. Make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and always remember to keep building together.